In nearly all the interviews with the 12 converts, there was something they all highlighted as being an attraction to Islam: freedom.
Before I became a Muslim, I had a lot of misconceptions about Islam, especially concerning women. I really thought that this was a religion in which women are forced to dress a certain way. They're not allowed to go outside. They're not allowed to learn. They're not allowed to work. They're not allowed to be a human being. This is really what I thought. But after I converted, I found out that all my misconceptions, all the ideas I had about women in Islam were wrong. And I found out that it's liberating. And it's not just liberating, it also allows you to, in Islam we work, we are allowed to own businesses, we're allowed to divorce if we're unhappy, you have to ask us our permission to get married. All the things that bothered me before, they're simply not true. I see that in Islam, as a woman, I can be who I want to be. I can work. Another important thing is I can dress how I want to. I'm not pushed by the fashion of the day. My body is my own. I'm free from all the looks of people. I'm free from all the pressure of being too skinny or being too fat or walking on high heels or wearing certain super expensive designer clothes that after you wear them twice, you gotta buy new ones. I can just focus on my real life. I can focus on my family. I can focus on my work. I can focus on my God. I can focus on myself. I don't have to focus about what everybody else thinks about me. And I think this is one of the things that is so attractive in Islam for women. You are valued for the person you are. You're liberated from having to be an object, having to be something that's only there for being beautiful. You're free to express yourself. You're free to work, to be a mother if you want to be, because you don't have to work. You can. That's another difference.
Islam is providing me more liberty, because being a woman in Islam, I can choose if I want to go to work. Being a married woman in Islam, my husband needs to provide for me. I also have the liberty to choose if I stay at home and educate my child or not. And I choose to stay at home and educate my child.
I also feel more freedom. In Hong Kong, every woman have to work. Even you are a man, you will think women have to work for the family. But in Islam, actually, man has the responsibility. I can choose to work, and you cannot disallow me to work, but I can choose to work or not.
The concept of original sin and the freedom of women, because people had thought that woman was the cause of all evils. She is the one that tempted Adam. She is the one that asked him to eat from the tree. Consequently, all women were evil and they were seducers. But of course, when the concept of original sin was clarified in the Quran, that God had forgiven Adam and Eve, and that Eve did not commit this sin, and that Adam himself had committed it by himself, and both of them were forgiven, so also women were free from this kind of concept that would restrict their freedom.
The freedom that I long for is the freedom to worship my Creator and to do what is pleasing to Him. And that for me is freedom. So the fact that I wear the scarf or I wear the niqab, people say I'm unfree. But freedom is in the eye of the beholder. Because when I look at some people, for example, who maybe are involved in unhealthy lifestyles, they consider themselves free. I consider them unfree. So it's very much a matter of perception. And certainly for the Muslim, the freedom that we all are striving for is the freedom to worship God as He deserves to be worshipped and to fulfill our ultimate potential as worshippers of God and as the creation, as His creation. So it's something that elevates you. It takes you above the concerns of this world, above the attitudes and ideas and values of this world, and elevates you to now you're living according to the laws of your Creator. And you are fulfilling the commands of your Creator. Not a man, not an imam, not a community, not a culture, but the Lord of everything.
In Islam, freedom equals life. According to the Quran, if a person kills another by accident, he can seek atonement by freeing a slave as the first option. This means that if you take the life of someone by mistake, give freedom to someone deprived of it, since you cannot give life to someone who's dead. God described the Prophet Muhammad in the Quran as a liberator. The Quran says, He releases them from their heavy burdens and the chains that were upon them.
During college, I would research it a lot in my free time. I would get Quran verses sent to me in my email from a certain website. And I eventually developed the sort of philosophy of it without actually converting. I held all the beliefs, although I never converted to Islam. I didn't know any Muslims personally in New York, and I didn't know where to find them. But I knew myself to be a Muslim.
Amber said something I have heard many converts say. She said that she did not convert to Islam. Islam was inside her. All she had to do was find it.
When I met Islam, I understood that this was inside me all the time, and what I did was fulfilling. Yes, I take from outside knowledge, but it was inside. It was like a fire that needed some to light up more.
Now that I'm converted, I have something beautiful, and it's called the prayer. We pray 5 times a day, which means that 5 times a day I relax. 5 times a day I'm in meditation. 5 times a day I give my worries to my God, to my Creator. And this is my favorite thing in Islam. If you've never prayed, go for it. Just try. It'll save you. It saved me.
What converts always express about liberty being an aspect that attracted them to Islam seems opposite to what a person may see in some Muslim societies, which apply their own old cultures and just flavor them with Islam. This does not do justice to Islam. Therefore, if any society or individual oppresses women or discriminates against them, it is against Islam, not because of it.